There we go. For shot. I'm gonna show you how to preserve some bloodworms. All you need is some kosher salt, a roll of paper towels, sandwich bags, and the worms, and pretty much a box that has a cover on it, not too big, maybe a pizza box, could be a perfect size. I'm gonna be using this box, so I'm gonna show you how to preserve it. So I'm gonna separate the worms first. I'm gonna take out the seaweed. I heard, not to throw away the seaweed in the water because it could be invasive for local waters here, so make sure you throw them out in the garbage. And also the reason I get rid of all the seaweed is because later on when it's time to pull them out, it doesn't get in your way and doesn't, really tear up the worms. It's gonna take some time, but it's gonna be worth it at the end. The most important thing is when you're preserving the worms is to get the moisture out of the worm. Also, I like to buy a bulk like this because during the winter it's hard to get some bloodworms, so make sure you get it before the season closes. And also you don't have to go to the bait shop all the time, it's just saves a lot of gas, saves a trip, going to the bait shop all the time. Just grab a little bag and out the door you go fishing. Grab some paper towel, gonna put it at the bottom. Alright, and I'm gonna put it in like this. They are gonna expel some water and blood. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put them in the freezer for about 30 to 40 minutes. You don't want to over freeze them because you have to salt them and resalt them, and I'm gonna show you what to do. You just pretty much putting them to sleep. I'm gonna show you another method. If you did have a lot of water, just grab the worms and just kind of like roll them over like this. This would excrete a lot of water from them, but my worms are pretty dry right now. I'm gonna put them in the freezer for about 30 to 40 minutes. The towel on top, put them to sleep. Okay guys, I'm gonna add the salt. Be generous with it. Make sure every worm gets a lot of salt in it. See, at this stage, they don't, start bursting blood out. So I'm gonna continue freezing them for another 30 minutes. From there, I'm gonna be adding more salt. And I'm also gonna be changing the paper towel. So you're gonna be try your best to get all that moisture out of the worm. The worms are looking pretty good. Just keep them dry as possible. The salt, it's gonna excrete all the moisture out of the worm. Okay guys, so I'm gonna be replacing the paper towel again. see there's a lot of moisture here. It's gonna be transferring just the worms. Feel pretty dry. See, there's a lot of moisture still. Okay, let's see what it looks like. The worms are ready for bagging. So on each bag I like to put 10 pieces of worms. So I got these sandwich bags, or perfect size. So I put about 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A variety of sizes, a couple of small ones, a couple of bigger ones. I add some salt to it. Okay. That's one. And what I'll do, I'll just put the date on and stuff like that. So this will last you the whole winter time for at least 3 months of fishing for me. This is a great way of saving your bloodworms. Okay. And then I'm gonna show you an example of my other batch. It's one bunch of worms that I saved about 2 months ago. I'm gonna take one out, put it in the water, show you how it looks. Smells fine. Doesn't smell that it's rotten or anything like that. Even here, I'll add more salt to it. This is only 2 months old. Just keep it frozen. And if you look here, the worm, it's absorbing some water. And you know, after you preserve it, like, the skin of the worm gets really tough, so it stays on your hook a lot better. But the more you soak it, you know, it becomes more alive. It doesn't fall apart. So there you go, guys. That's how you preserve bloodworms. What's up, guys? I'm using a high-low rig over here, 2-ounce sinker, and I'm gonna use some bloodworms. Woo! It's a big one. Let's measure him really quick. 23 inches, guys. 23 inches. There it goes. Nice.